Hey, yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Ali Hoodstar 365, and this is Respect the Game, the podcast. I know I haven't been on a little bit. I've been dealing with some personal issues. Uh, getting my health together and my mental state. My sugar levels have been out of control, so I'm battling diabetes, hypertension, anxiety. Just your brain just like is overloaded with thought, and you're just thinking about different ideas and different things to generate income. So that's where I'm at. But we're gonna touch on world news right now. What's going on around the world? It's chaos. Our prayers to Armenia. Prayers to all the countries around the world who are at war right now, which we should be trying to come up with a solution to whatever the situation is. War is never the answer. Violence is never the answer. Sit down, discussions, and debate, and come up with a common solution and agreements is the answer. Greed and envy seems to rule the world. For the Shaitan did tell God that when God cast him out of heaven for not prostrating down for Adam when he created Adam. And the devil said, well, I'm not going to prostrate for him. I'm not going to get down on my knees for him. You created me. I'm more powerful than him. You made me of fire. You would have made him of mud and clay. So God said, well, you got to get out of here then, partner, since you don't want to listen. But I'm going to show you some mercy anyway until the day of judgment. And he said, no problem. So until that day, I will mislead them all to go this way, my way, to the left, and not to stay on a straight path. So that's where we're at today in 2020. And now the moon is lined up. We're on a 7-year watch. So we're praying for the mercy of all of mankind, that God places mercy on us and soften the hearts of those making the decisions around the world to hurt other humans for monetary reasons, for monetary gains, or for political power, because when it's all said and done, it's irrelevant. It's going to be irrelevant because when you sit in that grave and none of that power, none of those titles, or any of that money, or those cars and houses and women and jewelry are going to be with you. And on the day of judgment, when we are all raised up, you will be standing there by yourself, individually. You're not going to have your military. You're not going to have all your friends. You're not going to have your gangs. You're not going to have your cars, your money, your wealth, guns, none of that. It's going to be you and all your good and your bad deeds and what you did while you were living. While God let you live on earth, what did you do for the betterment of not only yourself, but your kids, your family, and your community, and your country, wherever you are, and for the world? What is the message? What is your position within the universe? Like if you go listen to my podcast or my mixtapes, Hoodstar 365 mixtape series, worldwide on Spinderella and SoundCloud, you can hear me speaking on it through the songs. Get in tune with your reality, right? Because we can all fake it. We can all fake it and make it for the public eye or for social media to give an illusion that you are more than what you say you are. But in God's eyes, He knows. Because you're lying to nobody but yourself. But you believe in your own, your own lies. Because I can get on social media and go take $5,000 out the bank and start showing all my money and telling everybody I'm paid and I'm rich now. And fool everybody and scam them. But then I will have to answer to that. There is no good that come from that. So I refuse to do that. I'm going to continue on my journey to get up every day, give thanks, tell my kids I love them, and work hard on myself, my mental state, my spiritual state, my emotions, my health, and of course my wealth. For the little crumbs that I got, I want to turn those little crumbs to big crumbs and continue to share with the world the information and my crumbs and investing in other people to inspire them that I need a water duty, Woody. That it's right there, Mama. That we could do and we could be anything we put our minds to. As long as you work towards your goal every day. I come from nothing. From nothing. I got a little bit of something. But the biggest thing I have is the blessing that God gave me with my children. So I don't take it for granted. Every morning I wake up, I give thanks. When I look at them and I see their faces in the morning, it just melts my heart. Right? So we got to humble ourselves, love thy neighbor. Tell somebody you love them today. Put a smile on somebody's face. Huh? Good over evil. Good over evil all day, every day. I'm not no gangbanger. I'm not no gangster. Never was. Never will. Always been a leader and never a follower. Can nobody ever say, and in my lifetime, when they met me and came across me on my path, my journey, that I was a follower. I've always created my own lane and been a trailblazer. So I encourage you all to do the same thing and share the information. If you have information that can benefit somebody else besides yourself, then share that information. Don't keep it bottled up, because if you die with the information. And you're going to leave everybody behind like, yo, but wait a minute, he didn't tell us how he didn't show us how to, you see what I'm saying? And that's just being selfish. So let's stop being selfish. Let's build. Let's network. Let's get to know one another. Let's get to love one another. Whether you're white, black, Asian, Indian, Latino, and any other Native American, just human. It doesn't matter. We're all from one. He created Adam and Eve, and all the billions of us branched off of Adam and Eve. So we're all really related. We're all family, man. So there's no need to kill your brother or your sister. Right? Love is love, and hate is hate. Now, moving on to politics in the United States of America, because I don't know what's going on in other countries. But we're having our elections for the presidency on November 3rd. And our president right now, Donald Trump, he's seeking to be reelected to get a second term of 4 years. And his challenger is Joe Biden, which he is Democrat and Donald Trump is a Republican. And it's kind of a mess and kind of like really not the focal point of us right now, because like the rest of the world, we're dealing with COVID-19 and the pandemic and the food shortage and the water and everything that's happening around the world with global warming and God's punishment, because that's what it is. That's his wrath, giving us a taste all around the world, right? Now you know the moon, every 6,000 plus years, the moon, the sun line up and it creates the world to shift, you know? So we have to pay attention and open our eyes and recognize what's going on. So that's what's happening today. There's a battle over money, power, and respect. Like Donald Trump, how he just did this little thing he did, publicity stunt. He the president of the United States, but he did a publicity stunt claiming that he has the virus, which we all know that he does not have the virus because he's been on medication since the virus broke out. Him and his whole team, they don't have that. He did it to divert the attention from the campaign because Joe Biden, you know, is like destroying him. He's leading in all polls, even in the states that he was favored in. So, but it lasted 2 days. He had the virus for 2 days and now he's healed. It's a miracle. Like God came to him and just healed him. But over 250,000 people have died already in America, and 1 million plus worldwide. And when you catch the coronavirus, you're supposed to quarantine for 14 days, and then if you know, it doesn't start to rescind itself, then you go to the emergency room. So that's when they give you the oxygen. And if it gets worse, they put you on an incubator and monitor your lungs and drain your lungs out and all that. And many have died from it. So rest in peace to those who died from a man-made, airborne virus. It was man-made, so there we go. It's evil and it's seeking power. And the power seeking in fact is the color of my shirt today, which is red and yellow, which is China. China is seeking to be the most powerful country in the world economically. They already have the biggest military in the world. They got like 1 billion soldiers. So the only reason why we keep them off our shores because of our technology advancement. They have technology too, but it's not on what we got. So November 3rd is the election, and the entire country is at an unease. I've never seen this in my lifetime. And people are threatening those who support Trump that if Trump loses, that they're gonna shoot their guns. Well, I don't know if they realize it or not, but this is not the 1800s or the early 1900s, because now it's 2020, and guess what? Everybody got guns. You ain't the only one who got. That's how when they came to America and took over America, because they had weapons. And the natives didn't have that. All the natives had were bow and arrows and slingshots. But they had cannons on their boats and rifles. So they had to surrender their land, and they took the land over and created this, the United States. Well, now, if you come over here, marching down the street with guns and start shooting, guess what's going to happen? Everybody's going to pull their guns out and shoot back. See, that never happened before in America. So, well, the Civil War did, and then the Southerners, they lost. The Confederates. But I don't see that. I think it's all just smoke and mirrors. And everybody's blowing both tickets because nobody can. I can't believe that adults are letting one man dictate their feelings and emotions. Letting them dictate their feelings and emotions to where it's drawing hatred from their inner core of being racist. How are you racist towards another human being? Just learn how to live among one another. Look at my town where I'm at. There's white, black. My neighbor's Asian. My other neighbor's white right there. Got a Mexican neighbor and a black neighbor. This little block right here is the United Nations. And everybody just minds their business, goes about their day, say hi, real brief when you're outside, little wave, hey, and that's it. That's all the rest of the country got to do, the rest of the world. Like in Jerusalem, and the Palestinians and the Jews. The same thing. Okay, that land is holy. All right. Take the walls down. Put the military away. Put the bombs away. And the guns. Pull out the Torah. Pull out the Bible. Pull out the Quran. And you go to the masjid and pray. And you go to the church and pray. And you go to the chapel or the synagogue. Whatever it is you got going on where you want to pray to God, do that. And then go to work, pay your taxes, and respect and love one another. That's not hard. It don't take a rocket scientist to come up with that concept. And then do fair exchange. I sell t-shirts and hats and hoodies. So you buy my hats and t-shirts and hoodies, and what do you sell? You sell fitness equipment. Well, I'll buy a treadmill and a bike from you, and you buy from me some t-shirts, hats, and hoodies. And that's fair. Fair exchange. Because God is not happy and is angered with the miser. And the miser is the person who hoards everything for himself. Like you could be a billionaire, trillionaire, gallionaire, and have all this money and this wealth. But if you're not doing right by it, guess what? You will not be blessed with it. And when you die, you can't take none of it with you. Not 1 cent. Unless your family want to bury it with you. And they're going to turn around, come back and dig it up and take it. Or the grave digger will. So, with that being said, we have to wake up as a whole, as humans, as humanity, as one world. We are all one. You are not better than me, and I am not better than you. See, I'm bald-headed. You got hair. See, I'm old, and you're young. I'm handsome, and you're not so handsome. I have a beard, but you don't have a beard. I have a clothing line, my own brand, and you don't have your own brand. I have cars, but you don't have cars. I have children, but you don't have children. I have money, but you don't have money. I got diabetes, but you don't have diabetes. Get it? Doesn't make me better than you. and you're not better than me. All we can do is respect each other, love one another, and continue to live as long as we can, because guess what? Life is short. Life is short. The average lifetime is 70 years old now. People don't live to be in the hundreds no more. Once in a while you see a sprinkle here and there, but not like back in the day. You know? Not with the plastics we put in our bodies. So we have to take heed and pay attention to that. And let's love one another. Alright? So moving on from that, let's talk about sports real quick. The Los Angeles Lakers in the bubble are getting ready to win another championship. It means it'll get a banner in the stadium and the fans will be happy, but I'm a Laker fan, die hard, since I was 13 years old. Went to a Laker game. My first Laker game ever was when Magic Johnson was a rookie. And he played the Philadelphia 76ers. Game 6 in Philadelphia, where Kareem Abdul-Jabbar didn't play. And Magic went crazy. He had 42 points and 100 assists and all that. Had a triple-double. And they won the championship. So, but with everything that's going on in the world, it just doesn't feel the same. Watching the games and they're playing the games in the bubble, it's just not the same. Don't feel right. Don't look right. It's empty. It reminds me when I was incarcerated. Because I was incarcerated for being an idiot, trying to sell drugs, and I got caught and went to prison. But when I was in prison, we had a basketball league that was it was like Division 1A. Like, it wasn't a top-notch tier of Division 1, but it was right there because everybody was in tip-top condition and they could play. Woo! And we used to have, our games were like fucking college games. The gym was packed. And everybody was in there betting. And even the COs were betting. You know? Until there's one idiot who couldn't even, we used to call him Tupac. Because he couldn't even play. He was a gangster. He wanted to get in on the action. He wanted to play now. So he signed up for his juniors team. And when they put him in the game, as soon as he got in the game, he messed up like 3 times. Travel, air ball, and he missed the layup. Oh, and he had a turnover. So the coach took him out. So when the coach took him out, as he was walking off the floor, and when he went to go walk past his coach, he stopped and just started swinging real hard and fast, all to the coach's face. And ripped his face all up, beat him up. So they suspended the league for like 2 weeks. And then when they brought it back, no fans. There was no fans allowed. So there was no fans allowed. And then that season, we finished 27-0. But when we went to the championship and the playoffs and all that, there was no fans. It was boring, man. It wasn't even exciting. We won the championship. It was like, oh yeah. Like, watch, when the Lakers win Friday, if they win, it's not gonna be no big deal. I want to see how they're gonna celebrate. I want to see how LeBron gonna celebrate. Like, is he gonna celebrate like if you win in front of thousands and thousands of fans? You know, millions and billions of people watching on TV. Like when he beat Golden State in 2016. Is he gonna be like that? I don't think so. Shit boring, man. So Me myself, I had suggested they should just have canceled that. But they have so much money involved in the TV deal, and the players got to get paid, so they had no choice but to play. I messed up last night. It had a little bowl of Raisin Bran cereal before I went to bed. I'm not supposed to do that no more. So when I woke up this morning, I woke up gassy as fuck, and my sugar level was up. So I got to be more disciplined. I've been doing good for like the last 2 weeks. You know, eating breakfast and then drinking a smoothie for lunch and eating a sensible dinner. And I've been waking up my blood count, averaging in the 90s. It was at almost 300. And my vision started getting blurry. It was nauseous and dizzy all day. So I'm fighting through it every day. All right, so real quick, go tune into the radio station. I got a radio station that I created for the indie artists. And when I say the indie artists, I mean for the kids that don't have the means or the connects in the industry to get their music heard or to get their music on the radio to where people can listen to it. So what I did was I created a radio station to where not only can people listen to it that's from your state, but the whole world can listen to it. There's no sections. Like here in America, say you sign with a record label, or even if you don't, and you got a record, but you want your record playing on the radio in America, well, you have to buy it. And there's 3 zones. You know what I mean? Get the Eastern, the Midwest, and then the West Coast. So, but not on my radio station. My radio station is worldwide. Anybody around the world can tune into it. Because guess what? There's no gates at it. I'm the key holder. I'm the key holder. You know what I mean? So we got listeners from all over the world listening to your music. To my mixtapes, because I host mixtapes. The kids send me their music, and then I put my tag on it, and I might throw my ad-libs on it, and then I upload it to Spinnerella and the radio station and SoundCloud. So go tune in daily, 24/7. It plays all day, all night, every day at Hoodstar365TVRadio.com. All right, and then I got the merch. See, I got the shirt on. Sell hoodies, sweatsuits, everything at HoodstarWorld.com. Then I have another website to where I sell health and fitness products, like the treadmill I'm walking on right now, and the bicycle, the home exercise bike. You can get it on the website at hsworldwide.site. All right. So let's support one another. Let's love one another. If you see me on social media, follow me. Share my page. Let the people know what it is that I'm doing. All I did was I took my negativity and turned it into positive. We have enough negative energy in the world already. So we have to change that. One day at a time, one person at a time. Let's love one another. If you out there, I love you, man. I love y'all. All right? So I'm Ali. Go follow me on TikTok at Hoodstar365TV. And on YouTube, go subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Hoodstar365TV. And I'm on Instagram. Hoodstar365 TV Radio, Hoodstar365, Hoodstar World, Hoodstar on the hsworldwide.site. Just Google me, I'll pop up. Alright? I love y'all. Go subscribe to the channel. Go get the merch. Submit your music. Get seen, get heard. I'm Ali, and I'm out. Peace.